What is going on YouTube? Steven the Salon Guy here, and this is Beauty School Basics Episode 3. The topic is assisting. You've graduated school or you are still in school and you're looking to land a job, and I can guarantee you one thing, probably 99.9% of the times you're not going to be able to just walk into any salon and go right on the floor. I can assure you that. And if that's the case, then most likely that the salon is probably a little unorganized, to say the least. So let's talk about assisting, right? Or being an assistant or an intern. There's so many terms, but the very common one is called an assistant. And what is that? Okay, this is a really important topic. And this is probably one of the most, interesting topics and most passionate topics of mine to share with you guys. And really pay attention to this whole video. I'm going to share with you some stories of mine. I'm going to set some of you guys straight because there's a lot to talk about, and I'm excited to really share this information with you. And I'm taking all of my experiences that I myself have been through in my career, okay? And that's what really makes this important and authentic, is this is stuff that I've seen, I've learned, and I've experienced. So an assistant basically has the role of assisting hairstylists or assisting the functionality of the salon from a variety of different roles and responsibilities, which can include sweeping the floor, doing laundry, cleaning color bowls, greeting guests, cleaning retail shelves, a lot of hard grunt work and slave labor, to be honest with you. But at the same time, a lot of cool stuff to where you are working side by side with either a stylist or a colorist, or you're learning and you're watching. But if you're in a salon that's very unorganized and doesn't have a proper training program, most of the time you're going to end up feeling like you're a cleaning person or a janitor. So it's not the most glamorous job sometimes if you're not in the right salon. Now, a few stories and experiences that I've been through in my career as an assistant, I've been yelled at by salon owners saying, "Why is there still crap in the toilet? Why are there still stains in the coffee pot? Why are there ashes in the ashtray? Why this? Why that? Go clean the toilets. Go do this. Go dust the shelves. Go wipe this down, that down. Why aren't you doing this? This is your job." And I'm telling you, there's times where I went home and literally wanted to just cry. I want to give up. I said, this is not the career that I want to be in. I'm treated like crap. Really not cool. And that made me become a stronger person and say to myself that I will never treat anyone else like that ever again. And I'm just warning you guys, be prepared. But you also have to be strong, okay? It's all part of the learning experience. And you can't take anything for granted. You can't have an ego. You can't have any high expectations that you're going to be a superstar hairstylist the first day you're out of school and the first salon you're working in. Don't have that attitude. Be very humble. And if you see that there's something down the road for you that could be of great benefit, that you can make that investment in, and again, it's like we go back in my last video or so, talking about the right salon to work in. If this salon makes you do those things, but the payoff is you'll be rewarded, then it's worth it. Don't complain. If somebody says, hey, go clean the toilets, okay, sure, right? Or go do this, go do that. You may have to pay your dues. That's what it is, paying your dues. And there's a lot of people who are graduating school right now who are very entitled, and they think that they're the best thing in the world and that they can just walk right into a salon and be a prima donna and not show any respect or not pay any dues and just have everything handed to them and be, a princess or be, the best thing in the world. It's not going to happen. And you have to get that attitude out of your minds and stop thinking like that. Be open, be humble, be ready to pay your dues if you want to grow, okay? I'm telling you right now, it's the most important thing. So yes, there will be times where you're going to feel like, I hate the owner, I'm tired of folding towels, I'm tired of vacuuming, I'm tired of wiping down dust off the shelves and blah, 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 blah. Well, you may have to do that, to be honest with you. Now, there's some scenarios where the salon may have a cleaning person dedicated to doing that, and that's incredible. If you work at a salon and they're paying people to clean, to fold towels, to clean up the toilets, to clean up coffee pots, to do all the housekeeping type stuff, and your primary role is just to focus on doing hair stuff and assisting and all that stuff, then that's amazing. And there are salons like that. And again, it goes back to my last video. You can find those salons if you're willing to travel, if you're willing to make that investment, whatever, sweat equity you're willing to put in, it's worth it. But the majority of the salons aren't like that, and it's the assistant's responsibility to do that. So be prepared and don't be shocked if somebody says, do this and do that, all right? It's part of paying your dues. We've all have done it, and I've done it for years. I assisted for like probably 3 to 4 years before I even was a full-time stylist or even went on the floor to do haircuts. So I paid my dues and then some, trust me. So now let's talk about how to be a good assistant. This is probably going to be the most valuable part of this video because this is priceless, this information. Okay, the first thing is to do is to make yourself known, okay? You need to stand out from the rest. How do you stand out from the rest? Always be around, always be visible. The last thing you want to do, and the most common thing a lot of assistants do, is go hide in the back room. And I'm telling you right now, it's the worst thing you can possibly do. I don't know why it is, but everyone likes to congregate in the back room and sit there and talk about other people, look on their phones all day, sit there like there's nothing to do, and there's a whole damn salon that's fully operational with people and clients and stylists all over the place. But it's okay for them to sit in the back like this, gossiping with other people. And I've seen it, I can't even tell you how many times I've seen that. And if you're actually a salon owner or stylist and you're watching this, we can all feel the pain, and you know where I'm coming from. Do not hide, all right? Do not hide in the back rooms. Do not hide in the kitchens. If there's downtime, be visible. Because guess what? If you're visible, that means people will know who you are. They'll become familiar with you. They'll want to gravitate themselves towards you and maybe give you that extra tip or that Christmas bonus or whatever it is. You need to make yourself known. And also, at the same time, do as much as you can for the stylists that are working there. Whether it's always sweeping the hair on the floor, making sure that they're not going to slip on the hair, make sure the clients aren't going to slip on the hair, make sure the color bowls, make sure everything's clean, there's no coffee cups. You need to be on top of your game. You have to bring it every single day, every time you work. And if there's other people, and I'm telling you this is the hardest thing, 9 out of 10 assistants aren't like that. They always are the ones that are hidden in the back rooms, and they're always the ones who are sitting around gossiping. They're always the ones who want everything handed to them. And don't be that person, okay? Now, on the the flip side of that, if the owner is a complete monster or a complete whack job and they treat you like garbage, well, guess what? You're not going to want to be a part of it. You're not going to want to be a team player. That's when it may be time to start finding out new salon, okay? Again, this is all work. This stuff is not handed easy to you. You know what I mean? It's not like you can just walk it out and I just graduated school and I'm going to work for the best salon in the world. No, it's not like that. That's why I'm telling you this stuff from This is real life stuff, man. So what you need to do is make sure that you are visible and that you're respected, that the only thing anyone can ever say to you is, oh my gosh, Steven is amazing. He's another thing, early. Come early. If you start at 12 o'clock, 11:45, be there. My new motto is on time is already too late. On time is already too late. You need to be early. This way you can get yourself settled in, you can do what you gotta do, and 12 o'clock you start working. That's when you start. Not you walk in at 12 and you start working at 12:20. That's not how it works, okay? And I've experienced that as well. All right, I've experienced that as well with people. In salons that I've worked in, when assistants roll in, late, and everybody's like, "Where's so-and-so?" and "Oh, they're not here yet." And be early, okay? It's the best thing I can suggest is be early. Also, when it comes to training, like I said before in the past, you want to train yourself as much as you possibly can on your own, on top of whatever the salon is providing for you, and make sure that the salon is providing something for you, right? Make sure that they have some sort of training program, an internship program, so that in a year from now, you can actually be on the floor. If you're ever stuck in a situation where you're working for the same salon for 3 years, for 4 years, for 5 years, and you're not doing anything else except the same damn thing you've been doing since day one, it's time to leave. Don't get comfortable. Don't become stagnant in what you're doing. Get out. I'm telling you right now, I've seen it way too often where you're working in the same place doing the same darn things for years and years and years, and there's no growth whatsoever. I've seen it way too often, and it's because the salon doesn't have a proper structure and education program in place. I'm telling you right now. So, how do you be good? How do you be the best assistant you can be? Be early, be visible, be professional, be polite. What you need to do is go out of your way. If you see someone coming in, open the door for them. Show manners. Be a normal human being, right? Be very well spoken. Take the coats, hang them up in the closet for them. Can I get you something to drink? Let the stylist know that, hey, Steven, Melissa, your 12 o'clock haircut is here. Would you like me to, what would you like me to do? Sit there, talk to her for a little bit, make her feel comfortable, bring her over. What can I do to help you? Your role is to help the salon and the assistant, and the stylist function as good as they possibly can. That's what your primary role is. And when it comes down to supporting the stylist, the last thing that you want to have happen are the stylist, the salon owner, or the receptionist traveling, miles and miles to go find you because you're outside smoking, or you're in the back room on your damn cell phone, or you're just hanging around doing nothing, reading magazines. Stop it. I'm telling you right now, don't do that. Always be ready and available so that you can do your job at 100%. That's real deal stuff, man. You need to make sure, because you can ruin the whole flow of the operation. I've seen it. You could actually ruin the flow. You can cause people to lose money. You can cause the owner to have a panic attack and have a nervous breakdown. You can cause the owner to lose money. You can sink the whole ship. I'm telling you right now. So I have worked with some great assistants where they're busting their butt nonstop, where they're shampooing clients, or cleaning color bowls, or doing laundry. One assistant for like 10 stylists, that's like a lot. All right, that's a lot. So if you need to, go all in, do as best as you can. And I know it's going to be tough, but just, work through it. And because the rewards will come to you if you're in the right environment. All right, surround yourself around good people. Don't let any other assistants bring you down. Don't let people, make you hang in a back room. I know you want to be BFFs with them, or it's going to happen, but you need to be career focused. This is your life, your career, and you have to do this stuff. That's pretty much it, man. I've been through so much. When it comes to the clients, when you're shampooing, learn how to shampoo properly, learn all the ins and outs about washing out color, all these little things that you need to communicate with the stylist about, and it's all going to be done through experience, because you will be shampooing haircuts for colors, highlights, all these different things. The more you get involved, the more you learn, the better you're going to be and the faster you're going to excel. I'm telling you right now, be a sponge, be open, be very polite to people, be early, educate yourself, be nice, well-mannered, well-spoken, and sell yourself. Put on your A game, right? The salon is the Broadway stage. Well, perform. So that's all I can say about this. And, I know that these videos are not getting like a lot of views, I'll be honest with you, but what makes me so happy are the comments from you guys. I haven't gotten views this low, and I can't even tell you how long. But what really the reward is for me is that the people who are commenting, all of you guys who are watching, the assistants or people in beauty school or going to beauty school, the comments that I'm helping you guys and that this is really valuable to you, that means the world to me. I really appreciate it. You know what I mean? I really appreciate it. So share this video, watch it 8 million times, listen to it, in your headphones, whatever you gotta do. Again, let me know in the comments below if you found this helpful, if you have any questions, and that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for more videos with the Salon Guy.